Hello, in this video we are going to be talking about the cold showers, and I'm just going to give you a few tips that could help you if you are like complete beginner to the cold showers or you want to learn something little bit about the cold showers. So yeah, I am not like an expert or scientist about like the health and so on. So there are people who are like with much more information about what benefits you can have with the cold showers. But I am just going to give you my tips. I have been doing cold showers for 5 years and cold lakes every winter. So I have learned few things and I would like to share them with you. So the first tip is going to be starting the cold shower with the warm shower. Okay? When I started my cold showers, I was doing only cold showers and I was not doing warm showers. I started because I was reading some book and the book there was some kind of challenge to go to the shower and take a cold shower and be like are you ready to ask yourself like am I ready to go with the cold shower? Your answer should be no and then do it anyway. So for 7 days I have been doing cold showers, but only cold showers, and then it stick with me and I was for months doing only cold showers. I developed a little bit of the ego, maybe, and I was like, I am not going to do warm shower anymore in my life, since now I am going to do only cold showers and so on. And I think that it is a stupid idea. So now, for maybe 2 years, 3 years, every time that I am going to take a shower in the morning, I am going to go firstly with the warm shower and then I am going to go with the cold shower. I am not like saying that this is like best for your health. I am not a scientist, but I would say that it kind of makes sense that when you are going to take a warm shower, it is going to like, it's going to like you are not going to be stuck, but it is going to like open your muscles, open your veins and so on. And then you can take your cold shower and it is just going to help you in a different way. So I wouldn't be starting only with the cold shower, but I would start with the warm shower and then I would take a cold shower. It is much more pleasant. I think that the benefits of cold showers are still going to be there because you are still going to get your cold shower, and I think that it may be even healthier to go with warm shower and then cold shower than just going with the cold shower. So yeah, that was the tip number 1. Tip number 2 is this depends on where you live, but in my country, I am like from the heart of the Europe. We have like summer, which is very warm, like 30 degrees Celsius. It may be like 90 degrees Fahrenheit, I do not know. But during the winter, we have snow and we have lakes which are frozen and so on. And many times, when you start with like cold showers or like cold exposure, you may want to go to the cold lake. But the reality is that cold lake it's way harder than a cold shower. It's like cold shower for me. It's like if I would compare this maybe with an alcohol. Cold shower it's like beer, and cold lake it's like vodka. It's like it's a huge difference. And I would say that if you are like a complete beginner, it wouldn't be maybe the best idea to go directly to the cold water, to the cold lake, because you may get sick and then you may be like not motivated to do this again. So what I did is I was doing maybe 4, 5, 6 months of cold showers before I went to the cold lake. And it is something that I would maybe recommend to someone who is like new to this, that firstly start with the cold showers, let your body adapt to the cold showers, and then maybe after a few months when you feel ready, you may try to go to the cold lake. But yeah, we are all different. This is just my little tip. Tip number 3, it's as I said, this this depends on the country where you live. But we have like in the Europe, in the middle of the Europe, we have warm summers, but then we have cold winters. And many time, what is going to happen is like when the summer is going to end and the autumn is going to start, like maybe during the September, you go with like 1 week or 2 weeks from 30 degrees Celsius, like maybe 90 degrees Fahrenheit, to maybe, 15 degrees Celsius, which is maybe, I don't know, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. But basically, you go from summer, like out of nowhere, like 10 degrees Celsius, or like, I don't know, 30 degrees, 20 degrees Fahrenheit down in maybe 1 or 2 weeks. And this is the time when I am like most likely to get sick. Even though during maybe last 5 years, I have been sick maybe 2 times, and once was because of the COVID, and once was in this period. It is like your body is like accustomed to the summer, to the warm, and so on, and suddenly you are going to have a drop of temperature, and yeah. And because I am like doing cold showers, because I am going to cold lakes, my way of like putting clothes, it's like I can go in the winter with the shorts, with the t-shirt, and I am fine. But during this period, I would not recommend you to put only a t-shirt, or to put shorts, or go with like running for 1 hour when it's like cold outside, only with a t-shirt, and so on. So what I want to say is like, be careful during this period of year, if you are like living in a similar place where the summer is ending, because your body is not used to this temperature. For me, it's like during the spring, if there is like maybe 10 degrees Celsius, I don't know, let's say 40, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, I would definitely go with the t-shirt and the shorts, because the winter is like ending and my body is like used to the winter, and right now it's like getting warmer and warmer. So in that case, being in the t-shirt is fine. But during the September, with the same temperature outside, I wouldn't go with the t-shirt and I wouldn't go with the shorts. I would, because I am stubborn, but yeah, I would recommend you not to do this, and yeah. Now there may be a question: when is the best time to start with the ice baths, like cold lakes? Because you can start this with in the September, or like during the autumn, when the temperature is like slowly going down, or you could start during the spring, when the temperature is slowly going up. I think you could do both, but if you are going to start during the September, start carefully, within few days. Don't be in cold water for a long time, and so on. But yeah, I am going to finish this point. So yeah, the point number 4, or the tip number 4, it's it's not necessary to be in cold water for a long time, and there is no need for an ego or to compete with someone, because if you are going to be in the cold water too long, maybe the benefits are not going to be for the health, but maybe it will start to have some negative effect. So what I would say is if you are going to start for a few minutes, that's fine. But if you want to go Right now I'm not talking about cold showers, but about like cold lakes. If you want to go to the cold lake for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I would if I would be you, I would do a lot of research. And I don't do that. I My maximum is like 10 minutes in like a frozen lake, and I wouldn't go with more because maybe that's not going to be beneficial for my health anymore. So if you want to go with like 20 minutes, I would personally like do yourself a big research, ask the people who are doing that if they don't have some health issues and so on. So for me, it's like when the water is going to have maybe 10 degrees Celsius, I don't know, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, I would say that it's okay to stay for 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes max. But when the water it's going to be like 2 degrees Celsius, maybe 33, 34 Fahrenheit, I wouldn't stay longer than maybe 5 minutes. I said my maximum is 10 and I wouldn't go with more, but usually like 1 minute or 2 minutes is enough, and I think that 5 minutes is optimal. And like 5 minutes in that cold water, it's a lot. It's a lot. It can be really hard. So yeah, I wouldn't just what I want to say is like don't go like for too long in the cold water if you are like a beginner. And also like this ego, like comparing with someone that I can be in the water for 20 minutes and because of that I am a stronger man or something like that. That's it's fine to have some kind of sport and some kind of competition. If I play tennis or table tennis or badminton or something, I am trying to win and I like this competition, but I wouldn't like compete with the ice baths or cold lakes. So yeah. The next tip, it's the next tip, I don't know the number, maybe 6, maybe 5, who knows, who cares? I think that we cannot like win against the nature and we cannot win against the cold. Maybe Wim Hof or some people can. But what I was trying to do is I was trying to beat the cold. I was trying to get to the place where I am not going to feel cold anymore, that I am going to be so used to cold water that the cold is not going to do me anything. And it's almost impossible. Like I have been doing this for 5 years, and after 5 years it is still so hard to go to the cold water. And especially when during like summer you are not doing cold waters because you can only do cold showers, and then during the autumn or during the winter water is slowly getting colder and colder, and when it's like the first time that water is 2 degrees, it is still after 5 years hard to go to the water and even harder to stay in the water. So yeah, like don't try to beat the cold. I think like it's impossible. Like we will always feel cold. So maybe it was only my big ego that I was like I am going to beat the cold, and never ever I am going to feel the cold. But I feel cold very very much. The next, not tip, but the thing is, as I said right now, going to cold water, it's not that hard as staying in the cold water. So sometimes, for example, if there is like a frozen lake and you go to the lake, that's not the hard part. The hard part is like go to the lake, feel the pain, and stay there. Okay? So, just to have this in mind that the hardest part is to be in the water and stay in the water. Going for 20 seconds or 10 seconds to the water, it's something which is not that hard. But you can use this like, this depends. Maybe you are someone who, you have your schedule, you have your timing, and you want to do everything as you want. But maybe you are someone who, one day you feel like you can go for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you will go for 5 or 10 minutes. And one day you feel kind of weak, or you don't feel best, or you have been outside anyway. So sometimes you go to the water only for 1 minute or for 20 seconds, and I think that's fine. This is something that you are doing for your health, and when sometimes you don't feel it, you don't feel it. So yeah. But with my what I have is like many times when because I have like little ice bath in my home on the backyard. Many times when I wanted to go, I was like in my mind that maybe not today, maybe it's not a good idea, and so on. And I developed a mindset that it is never a bad idea to go to the cold water. So no matter what, no matter whether it's raining, no matter whether it's snow, no matter anything, it's never bad idea to go to the water. Because many times I have this thinking that I will go to the cold water, but then I want to go out with my friends and we will be outside, and because of the cold water I am going to be little bit like shaking and so on. So yeah. The last tip that I'm going to share with you is be kind to yourself. Like, even though you are going to be like doing cold showers or doing these cold baths, I think it's okay and it's absolutely fine to put warm clothes, to be like, okay, I am going outside, I am the person who is like doing cold showers and cold baths, but anyway, I am going to put warm clothes, and I am not going to suffer because I would like to go with my friends outside during the winter. Maybe you have these Christmas markets, I don't know how to say it, but you are outside, you are drinking a little bit of like warm wine or something, and you are just going to put a warm clothes, and you are not going to be someone who is going to be always suffering because of the cold, because of your ego or something, that you do not need to put jacket or something. So this is something that took me few years to be like, okay, I am going to be kind to myself. It's winter and I could go without a jacket, but I am going to put it. I am going to put warm clothes and so on. So yeah, I am going to finish this. These were just my few tips for the cold showers and cold baths. I am not the scientist expert, I am not Wim Hof, as I said, so these are just my tips. We are all different. So yeah. So let me know in the comments if you like my tips, or maybe you have additional tips, or maybe you don't agree with me with some tips. So yeah. So thank you very much. I hope that you are going to stay safe during your adventures with the cold. I hope that you are not going to get sick. And yeah, good luck on your journey. And yeah, have a nice day and goodbye.